get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment. He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Owls offense will have the football first. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Back to throw, it's Shepard. Hauls it in. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looking for room at the 40. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. They'll ride the hot hand. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
9th play of the drive coming up, and they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Sets his feet. It's Shepard. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab on the left. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Keeps it on the option. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. 12th play of the opening drive coming up, but now this marathon faces a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get...
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Malachi Coleman. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. He wants to take the top off. Leaping grab for a big gain. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Sees an alley. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, going to throw it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely perfect. And that's going to tie it up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Uh-oh, look out. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Unloads it left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Searching for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Shepard. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lets it fly on the move. Got it down the field. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Temple lining up to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Hey, move. Go.
Pulls it. He'll toss it. Enough to move the chains. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Look out! Gets rid of it.
I tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Rush right in his face. Complete to the left. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ellington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got out of trouble and throws. Just barely got rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Right side, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Rush is on. And down he goes. Memphis picking up the tempo. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. From deep, it's Ellington. Just keeps moving. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start.
It's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble, you just couldn't secure it.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Owls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Shepard. Keeping his eyes downfield. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of depth.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it down the field. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Tough run here. It's Blunt. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Making the adjustment. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He wants to go deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Memphis calling for a timeout, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Maybe a double pass. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Tip drills alive. Bringing it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Back to throw. It's Shepard. Fires left. He makes a catch. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This is going to be a tough field goal try. 55 yards and from the left hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And it's a deadlock here in the third quarter after the field goal. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Looking for running room. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long right here. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to take off across the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. 2nd and long here. The snap sets up to throw. Got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Great job by this quarterback to beat the blitz, and then the running back made it to the sticks.
Yeah, awesome job. You see a extra guy coming. The running back is not accounted for. Nice job getting it to him and letting him get the first down. Great job, great read.
Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
To the air, it's Shepard. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Some misdirection with the counter. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. They booted away on 4th down. On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, We needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Toss sweep to the right. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the left. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Moves to his right. Touchdown, Memphis. That one will give them the lead. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking for a man. It's Shepard. Throws to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Making his first move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Memphis wants to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working that left side now. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. And he gets rid of it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Let's it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Sells to fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking downfield, it's Shepard. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Out wide right, it's Green. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Second down to the air. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you can tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
Keeps it himself. Nice move to keep running. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now it's a one-possession game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Turns it upfield. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking for the edge. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They're all over him. It's complete on the right side. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Memphis picking up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it along the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got...
It's complete! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, he was going for the touchdown.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a 1st down at the 23.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
The Owls' offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. From the gun, it's Blunt. Fights off a defender. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Temple lines up quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage again.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to... Together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Shepard. Throws for the tight end. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his... An interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Tempo lining up to punt it away. Fields the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, like
trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there, broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove your...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to run it. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Shepard. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Picked off. What a play to set him up. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. No need to go Joe Pisarcik, Larry Zonka here, Jesse. Just take the snap and kneel.
Don't need to be old school, although I do like the old school kneel play here. That is true. You just got to force your opponent to use their one timeout, and you've got this thing in the bag.
Yeah, and you can see on the sidelines, they're excited. They're celebrating this. They know this is over if the offense just takes care of the football.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Look out! Takes a hit as he fires. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking long. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Deep in the end zone, it's Ellington. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass. It's Shepard. He wants a big play here late. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he runs out of bounds with the interception, and that is how we'll finish off this game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special.